So I started by having the kids take a look at this problem that was all worked out and asking them what I was trying to say with the green and the blue. And just to summarize what happened at the beginning of class here. And they were saying that we figured out these three added together must equal that one. And in the blue, these three added together must equal that one. And there's some really nice balance there. So you can check each problem. Like last night's homework, you could have checked those by doing this. And if it balances, you can be pretty assured that you're doing it right. It's still possible you could do something incorrectly, but it's unlikely unless you start making up numbers. Now, if you know that that balances, I can give you another problem and just ask you, could this be, let's say you're checking your homework and you have one like this. 7 choose 4, 12 choose 5, and 1 choose 1. No, wait, let's go. 1 choose 2. You're checking over your homework and you see that. There's two things wrong with that. That could not possibly be the right answer. Why? Marissa. Yes, this and this don't add up to 5. Okay, that's one thing that's wrong with it. And there's something else. Sasha. Yes, this situation where there's a 1 and a 2, they'd have to be reversed because you can't possibly have one choice and then I want two different things. You can't have that. It's like one person and I want him to be in two different places. It's not possible. Okay, so you can check your work by making sure they add up. And notice when it says like 7 and 1, that's supposed to add up to the 12 here. That wasn't working either. All right. Try this one, please. I'll pause the video while you attempt to answer this one. It's a lot like what you were doing last night. See if you can handle it. So here's how I would have done it after a little break there. I would have said that it's a C because, first of all, the order doesn't matter. It doesn't say anything about what order I need the marbles in. So these are C's. And I've got two things on top and one thing on the bottom. I'll explain that in a second. On the bottom, I know all my choices was I had 12 things, and I wanted to pick out 4 of them. Then on the top, it seems like there should only be one thing, but if I just do this, 3 black, which would be 3 black ones, and I choose 3, it won't balance. I know it can't be just one C. That's why I have this other C. So what are the rest of these things? Well, I know I've already chosen out 3 of them, so I need how many more? 1 more. And what am I picking from? Well, they can't be black, so they must be the other ones. So there were a total of 9 choices there that were not black. Okay, and I need 1 of those. So now I can just double check. Does it really add up like it's supposed to? Does it balance? 12. And does this balance? 3 and 1 makes 4. Raise your hand if you had that one right. All right, good. That's most kids. All right, one more. Try this one. If you got the last one, this one will go even faster now. So here goes. This time we had 12 again, so I have 12 choosing out 5 this time. So I 12 choose 5. And help me out with the top part here. Starting with my blues. 2 blues, choose 1. Just one person here though. Okay, go ahead. There's 3 blacks and I'm going to choose 3. And how many reds? Choose 1. All right. I multiply those all out. And before I take the time to multiply them, I should make sure it balances. I'm circling the first number of each group. There we go. And that makes 12, and it worked. And then I circle these, 1 and 3 and 1, and that adds up to 5. It worked. And actually, somebody who's got all the typing done. Anybody? Anyone? All right, good. Twaddle. 0.018 is correct. Anybody verify that? Okay, good. Just making sure. Okay, now let's talk about what that really means. The probability of that is about what percent? About 2%. About 2% chance. There's a lot of things that could happen. That's why that exact thing happening is like a low probability. All right. Now on to the new stuff. It's binomials. Binomial probabilities are, bi has the word what in it? Or, sorry, bi means what? It means two. Binomial has the word bi in it. Bi means two. Two, like if you have a bicycle, you have two wheels, etc. Well, in binomial, it's because there are two things that could happen. Like, for instance, in this problem, it's talking about sunny days or rainy days. And there's only two things that can happen. Now, if you can have sunny days, rainy days, and partly cloudy days, you can't do this system anymore. It only works if there's like two things. It's very common for sports situations. You either make the shot or you miss the shot. It's one or the other. You don't get credit for like getting really close. Okay, so it's either make or miss. And this works then if there's two possibilities. That's the bi part. So we did problems before where there were three things, like the marble thing we just did. That had three things, red ones, blue ones, or green ones. It wouldn't work for this. We needed things that only have two possibilities. But these are really handy when they do work. They're so sweet. They're so quick. Much better than a big old tree. All right, let's explore this question a little closer. On a 3-day vacation, find the probability that it rains 2 days and it's sunny for 1 day. If the probability of rain is 60% each day. It's a pretty rainy place if it's 60% chance of rain each day. I was thinking about Kauai when I made this question because one of my favorite places in the world. It's a very rainy island because it's very green there, and that's how it covers. It's green. It's because it's very like it. There are other islands in the Hawaiian Islands that are much more dry and desert-like. There's one island, the Big Island, which has almost every kind of possibility. It's got like desert on it. It's got rainforest on it. It's got mountain on it, and it's got, I don't know what you call it's kind of normal, like fields, like plains. There you go, plains. Okay, grassy. And it's pretty cool that there's all those things out. You'd think it's all jungle out there, but it's not. This one island, though, is mostly jungle because it's raining all the time, and that's why I made this problem. Okay. I'm not going to give you all this gobbledygook about when they exist. You'll recognize them when they work. Mainly, they'll work whenever you would be finding yourself making a big table, then these binomial things work. And these really big tables are kind of a pain to make. You know how to make them. We did them for a while, and you're going to have them on your test, but you're not going to be able to want to do the gigantic tables. Like this one only has 3 days. We can do the same binomial thing for unlimited numbers, and it's all like really quick. If you had to even add a 4th day, do you see how all the little V's you'd have to make? All the little branches? If we just add a 4th day, it'd be incredibly hard. Well, we do some problems today where we talk about 8 days or 12 free throws that are shot, and the problems are just as quick. Binomial is awesome because you don't have to make these trees. All right, let's make sure we can answer it with a tree, though. If I've got the tree made, I'm looking for ones that have 2 days that rains and sunny for 1 day. Does this qualify? No. Does this qualify? Yes. 2 rainies, 1 sunny. How about that one? Yep. This one? Nope. This one? Yep. 2 rainies, 1 sunny. How about that one? Nope. 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 So these are out, and the ones I circled are in. Now what would I do with them? Add them all up. And technically divide by what? Add them all up and divide by 1 because all of these guys add up to 1. And so therefore you would take them all and divide by what was possible. Probability is always what you want, which are the ones I circled, out of what's possible, which would be all of them. So I'd take these 3, add it up, and divide by 1. Okay, here is the alternate way that I'm teaching you today, which is binomial. I want you to do this first one with me on a piece of scratch paper. Put a C and then 2 sets of parentheses. That's kind of like the skeleton, and we'll fill in the rest in a minute. Okay. I think I'm going to continue on the next video for showing you exactly how to do this.